This week, when I re-edit this later on, I'll realise again that I do have a bit of a West Country accent somewhere, but that's okay. Sage and sage. Sage is both a noun and an adjective. Often these two things are linked. Like, for instance, if you are a woman and you are on a dating app and a man sends you an unwanted bell end pic, you would go, oh look, there's a picture of a bell end. I'm not sure I specifically asked for that, and then you would call that man a bellend for sending you a picture of his. But look, a noun and an adjective in one explanation, which took a long time. So you see, a noun becomes an adjective. But sage is not like this. Sage is a bit different. So we'll start with sage, the noun. Sage has always been cultivated for its healing properties. People used to brush their teeth with it. And in Old English folklore, if sage grew in a garden, it was said that the wife would be dominant in the relationship, which is obviously bollocks. That's what happens when you get to just see things in the world as opposed to test them. Anyway, sage the noun has its roots, so to speak, in the Latin word salvus. This became the French word sage, S-A-U-G-E, which was then passed on to English, sage, S-A-G-E. And there you have it, sage, the noun. The thing that you stick in your... No one uses it to brush it. You might find it in a health shop to brush your teeth. My mum has a health shop and she probably sells sage toothpaste, probably. Go and buy sage toothpaste. This is an advert for sage. So that's the noun, but what about the adjective sage? I.e. someone who is wise, knowledgeable and learned. Unlike other homophones we've covered, i.e. words which are the same or sound the same but turned out to have total different meaning, this one does not come from German and then the other homophone comes from Latin, but they also are the same. This one actually comes from Latin as well. It's just that they've verged or merged into the same sound, the same thing over the years. So the Latin word sage, as in learned, comes from the word sapius, which funnily enough, it means to have good taste or to be learned or knowledgeable or wise, learned. Now, some of you more sharper cookies, I mean, that's not how you... Some of you sharper folk might have noticed that sapius is also the word that we name our own species, Homo sapiens, Homo sapien. I mean, you might be thinking that, but you also might be thinking, why are there no cats in this video? I want cats on my internet. Well, I was going to print off a load of pictures of cats and then show you them in this point in the video, but I just forgot, to be honest. Anyway, back to Homo sapien. You might think that that's the same as the other word. Well, it is actually, but I'll tell you what, we'll talk about that next week. Why not tune in next week? Bye then, bye.